Today I'm going to show you how quick and easy it is to calibrate your TSO parallel guides. Hi, I'm Ron Paulk and this is the Smart Woodshop. If you want to get yourself a set of detailed plans to build a smart woodshop for yourself or one of my workbenches, there's a link in the description of this video down below where you can go purchase and download plans instantaneously 24/7 365. A track saw like the Festool track saw and parallel guides like these from TSO are magic tools. They allow us the efficiency and the accuracy of a massive sliding table saw that is fixed in a shop that we can't take with us. This gives us basically an inverted version of that, so we can take our sliding table saw with us to the job. To do that though, you have to trust your accessories that you attach to your track saw. In my case, I use these TSO parallel guides. I have tried different parallel guides. I've even tried some shop-made ones that I've showed you how to make that work pretty good. But I have found that the repetitive accuracy of these I just can't match with anything that I build in the field. I've gone over the different aspects of these. There's different size ones. You buy a kit and you get 3 different sizes in pairs. They're all laser marked. They're in both metric and imperial. So when we calibrate them, whether we calibrate them in metric or we calibrate them in imperial, the other side of that is also calibrated. The tool you'll need to make the adjustment, TSO provides. The only tool you'll need to have is a combination square. Now the accuracy of this will be dependent heavily on your combination square. I use a Starrett. They're not inexpensive, but I use them for all of my machine calibration. As I show you how to do it with a metric scale, realize you can do the exact same thing with an imperial scale. After setting my combination square to the dimension that I'm going to go for, I'm going to set my flip stop on that same dimension. So I'm 250 on the combination square and I'm 250 on the flip stop. I'm going to do both at the same time, so I've set my secondary, my right flip stop, up to 250 as well. Now I'll take the Allen tool that TSO provided and I'm going to loosen the calibration rods on both of these, just so they're floating. Take the combination square, just touch it to the splinter guard, make sure that it's nice and square on there and just touching. Tap the calibration rod just so it touches the end. And with it there, then I will just tighten it in place. The flip stops I have are the latest version and they have an additional collar on them. If you don't have the collar, you don't need to do this. It's just an extra step that helps in the future. If I take this collar now, I loosen, same tool, I loosen that Allen bolt and move it up and then tighten it down. Now if I remove this calibration rod for another operation and I want to put it back, I don't need to recalibrate it. I can just push it right up to its collar. So I'm going to repeat that for the second one. Again, I'm taking my combination square and I'm just touching it right to the splinter guard, making sure it's good and square, making good contact. The calibration rod is loose. I just tap it till it touches and then tighten it down. That's all there is to the adjustment. It's just that easy and that quick. Now I do want to do a test cut to show you how accurate it is. It doesn't matter now, I've set it on 250. I don't need to cut it 250 to confirm this. I can set it on any dimension. I don't want to waste any material, so I'm just going to cut off a little bit here. And this board happens to be at currently 390 millimeters, so I'm going to cut it at 385. So I'm going to cut off just a little strip. .385 on both ends. So just that easy. I know now that I can take my parallel guides, set whatever cut I need for my rip, whether I'm on my longer rails or these medium 30-inch rails or even the shorter 20-inch rails, and I'm going to get the exact cut that I set these on, and I can then move on in the job if I'm building cabinets and I have a lot of bases to break down plywood. I can start just by ripping the various widths I need and quickly move the track off and on. So now I have my highly accurate inverted sliding table saw. I just really think it's important to emphasize that a high quality track saw and accessories like TSO, they are very high end, very precisely made, and they're not inexpensive, but they're the best value I have found. To be able to replicate this with the machine, I have got to spend 10, 12, 15,000 depending on the length of the stroke, and then I've got to have a shop, and that has to be set up, and it's not moved because it's all calibrated. I can't take it to the job. In fact, I know a few people with nice big stroke saws. They all have a track saw as well because they have to go do stuff on the job and they need that accuracy to finish up on the job. So dollars and cents, you cannot spend any less money than a high-end track saw and parallel guides and get this kind of repetitive, accurate cuts. If you enjoy these videos, if you've learned anything, if you'd like to see me make more, then be sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe. And remember to ring that bell so you'll know when I put up a new video. Hey, thanks for dropping into the Smart Wood Shop. You stay safe and have a great day.